Nah, I'll probably catch feelings. LOL. Hey, I'm Chase, a Perth-based bodyworker specializing in sensual and kind of massage for women. This question is actually a common one that I speak to about clients. Of course, I don't encourage someone having feelings, catching feelings of love, someone, thinking they're my girlfriend, all that kind of stuff. So let's sort of get this one out of the way a little bit. Of course, the body releases endorphins, touch, oxytocin, all those kind of fun chemicals in our body that sometimes are very, very hard to come across. And so, of course, discourage this kind of thing. You don't want someone to have walking away a negative experience of emotions, of feeling rejected, or that it's just a paid service. So it's important to always remember it is a paid service. I am a professional and I will not fall in love with you. It's nothing personal, it's just this is a service. And to this person that left a comment, I know you're kind of half-assed joking about it, so I'm not thinking you're going to fall in love with me at all, so don't worry. But I think that in this kind of world, there's a lot of women that find it hard to meet men they are attracted to, men they connect with emotionally, physically. And I think that nowadays a lot less people are having crushes. So, of course, don't encourage. But I think that, humans want to have a little crush every now and then. And as long as that doesn't become a negative thing within themselves and crossing any boundaries with me, I think that's totally fine. I think it's totally fine to have a crush, to feel those endorphins, to have those expressions, to have something to think about when you're at home alone, and whether that's with me or someone else. And I think that there's such a lack of crushes now. Like, do you women feel that you just have less crushes on men now? So, of course I discourage this, and I'm not trying to be that seedy massage therapist that encourages kind of stuff, but I think we're humans and we need to have chances in our life that we can let go and connect. And a lot of women book this, especially with the therapeutic clients, that hate men. They don't want to be, they can't relax with men, they can't receive touch anymore from the things they've been through in the past, the negative things they've had experiences with men. And if I can turn someone around that hasn't been touched for 30 years, that has not had any of those like good, happy endorphins about a male for a long time, if I can turn that around and they can enjoy this experience and they can go out into the world exploring other men with a more positive mindset, knowing they can have a crush on a guy again, I think that's not a bad thing for them to have a little crush. There's nothing wrong with that. It's only when it turns to a negative of it's affecting their financial life, it's affecting their future dating, it's affecting their emotional health or mental health, or many different things it can do. Of course, that's when it becomes a problem, right? A virgin can have a sex addiction, falling in love with someone that doesn't love them back, and spending all their time and investing all their money in the hope of a relationship. That's a problem, right? And they're taking it out on their work, or they're taking it out on their friendships, or that's when it becomes a problem. What I'm talking about is a healthy release of endorphins. I'm not encouraging to have a crush on me, but I think it's healthy and natural and normal to go out throughout the world, come across people, have little crushes. And I think that one thing we don't really talk about is the erotic mind, right? And so a lot of people, if they don't have an erotic mind anymore, if they've not had a crush, if they've not had a desire, it can really hinder their experience from reaching that big O in their own private time or with partners, and I think that is healthy. So like I said, I can talk about this one all day, but what do you think? Do you think it's completely wrong? People should not have crushes in this kind of industry? Like I said, healthy, not unhealthy. But yeah, what do you think? Otherwise, feel free to leave any comments, tag friends, like, share, favorite, whatever you can do to support this kind of channel. I really do appreciate it, and getting this kind of information and service out to women all throughout Australia. Otherwise, I'm Chase. Thanks and ciao.